Turn 1 Dinaric Alps and turn 1 North Africa. Wouldn't be that crazy. As the red player in this game, I decide to keep interest and go for this very greedy play. If I end up successfully holding both these, I'll receive even 7 additional troops. Then would be another 7 troops for my capital and territories, which combined would make me even 14 troops turn 2. That would be a really insane way to start the game, and I'm really looking forward if I'm able to execute it. Obviously saying thanks to the blue player because the blue player is neighboring player and I do not want that the blue player would break through me. What I want is that the blue player would be a good neighboring player. It seems like he has ended up taking over Eastern Europe, so that way we can really be in a mutually beneficial alliance. If we stick being friends, then I think we could really dominate this game together, taking into account our capital position. As you can see, unfortunately the orange player decides to break through us, but I promise you guys I'll get the revenge on the orange player later on in the game. Right there, even more interesting thing happened, guys. It seems like the yellow player went for the pink player's capital blitz, guys, and I'm yoinking both these players' capitals, which should give me a good advantage in order to dominate the game even more. Basically, I'll even prevent the blue player from taking over this position, so unless the blue player decides to immediately break through my capitals. Right, he doesn't, so right there I think I'll be holding Scandinavia myself. It seems like he went to capture the territories in the Russian Empire, but guess what? My Scandinavian position basically protects the last territory behind the blizzards, and so there's no way the blue player is getting it. So he can obviously have these Russian Empire territories, but these are not going to give him much advantage at all. Of course, at any time the blue player could decide to break through me, but if he does that, he'd get into a big conflict with me, and overall it could really ruin both our positions. So I'm not sure if that's something the blue player would like to experience. Well, he adds his troops on his capital, and let's see what is he going to do, guys. He notices my 10 troop capital and sends a crying emote, guys. Fortifies back. Right there he still decides to be friends, saying thanks, so I think right there he decides to go with the right option. Thank you very much, blue, for staying friends, and right there I'm looking forward to dominate with you together the whole game. Friendship for the win, but enemies such as the orange player should definitely be neutralized. The orange player didn't allow me to hold North Africa in the beginning of the game, so right there he'd better be not expanding me letting him hold West Africa at all. The blue player takes over Germany, and it seems like he's expanding to Orient as well. I would have wanted to take over Orient myself, but I think that would have been way too greedy, and right there I guess I'll be just similar fine with a blue player taking over it himself. Doesn't matter which one of us gets more troops, more important thing is if we're able to neutralize our enemies. Let's obviously break through the orange player, and I think these will be the last territories of a pink player, so definitely not missing out on this kill. Yes, get right, blue, I'm not giving this kill for you. I'm trading in another set, and right there, okay, thank you very much for seeing well played. And of course, right there, let's still be friends. I'll be just simply going to let you hold Orient, and then hopefully you'd be able to push into black. Well, hopefully the blue player wouldn't be too passive and just simply adding all of his troops on his capital. Right there, once he takes over Orient, I want him to see attacking to either France or Italy next. That would be the most ideal case scenario in case the blue player actually gets into a conflict with a black player, because meanwhile I could still be able to receive a lot of troops. Now looking to the positions of our players, it seems like the yellow player is super weak, he's capless, but since he's at 2 cards, I think I'll just simply wait for one more turn before I consider eliminating him from a game. On the other hand, the orange player still has a capital, so the orange player still must be strong, but at the same time I think it's a good shield to protect myself against the black player. Well, it seems the orange player flags the game, so it doesn't matter either way, but it seems like the blue player is attacking me right there, guys. Is he really attacking me, guys? Is the time for betrayal, or what is he doing? Well, it seems like he wanted to go through North Africa to West Africa right there, guys, but I guess he didn't expect me having an army over there. So in a way that's a strange situation, and I guess that hurts me, but I guess not too much. Well, of course the blue player receives more troops than I do, but I think it's still better for me to keep being friends. Because I think if we start attacking each other, then we give a good advantage to the black player, and this is something what I do not want. So I'll be fine with the blue player being stronger than me, but right there, I think it will be better for us to focus on black. Also getting this easy kill of a yellow player, and when it comes to orange, I think even though that would be nice for me to take over this capital, I guess I'm not going to do it yet. So let's just simply actually bring my army back to my capital, and I'll see what will the black player do right there, guys. It seems like that would be easier for the black player to break through me, but not if the blue player takes over North Africa. This is why I didn't take over it, guys, but why is the black player flagging the game, guys? It seems like he only traded in a set, didn't make a single attack and decided to flag the game, guys. Bringing me into the blue player into a 2-player endgame. Let's see who wins. Unfortunate timing because the blue player still ends up receiving all of these through bonuses and he gets to break me first, but not the other way around, so right where the blue player definitely gets a good advantage. I think he definitely must have more troops, but right there I'll still see what I can do, guys. I'll see how could I outsmart the blue player, because it seems like the blue player's capital army is locked. So maybe that's an opportunity for me to take the game into my hands, because what I could do is to actually set up some guarding armies. Well, of course right there he's at 4 cards, so he's likely to trade in a set, but in case he's going to fortify all of his troops into his capital again, then I think I might really have a good opportunity to actually take advantage out of a blue player. Out of the blue player's position really well. In a way, it seems I'll be leaving my Dinaric Alps capital a little bit weak, but I do not think that matters too much because the blue player couldn't go for the capital run either way. Let's remember that not only he has to take over my capitals, but also he'd have to take over the capital of the black player and the orange player too. So I do not think the blue player could go for the cap run, guys, and right there since he only received 35 troops total, guys, he might have taken over my Dinaric Alps capital, but then he would have allowed me to hold a lot of these holds. Even right there it seems he's not making to West Africa, which is a good advantage to me. He says good game, but he still must have a lot of troops in his capital, guys, and yes, he basically fortifies a lot of them away from it. Really smart move by the blue player, but obviously I'm going to blitz them, and also I added a separate army to make sure to break through Eastern Europe too. The blue player is at 2 cards, so obviously he isn't going to have a set. Right where I'm fortifying that 4-troop army on the North African border, so I think that will be super unlikely for the blue player to break red, guys, and it seems like, yes, he doesn't even break it through Southeastern Europe, guys, which should be a good advantage to me. 32 troops total, well played, the blue player says, guys, and right there I'll even try to double down on my advantage, double down on these guards, and I think the blue player will really struggle right there, guys, even if he has a set at 3 cards. The blue player's capital must be weak, but right there he could still have some troops, so right there I think it's still better for me to wait, guys, and okay, he doesn't even have a set at 3 cards, guys, already a good advantage to me, and I even end up holding Orient, which is really nice over there. The blue player could still have some more troops, or maybe he has a weak army, but right there I think doesn't really much matter. I know if I play safely right there, guys, basically I have a guaranteed win, so right there I'm not taking any unnecessary risk. The blue player trades in a 40 troop set, but I think I got him good, and I do not think he'll be able to do anything right there, guys. Well, of course, he can break through all of these holds, but basically I'm going to do the same. I'll just simply take over them back, and I'll set up my armies once again in order to properly guard everything once again. It's only the question of time when I'll finally be able to beat the blue player, and seems like the blue player is really running out low of troops. Fortifies back to the cap, but right there even 17 troops with me only having all of these territories right there, guys, well, plus Scandinavia combined. And right there, since I trade in a set, I'll be just simply able to retake all of these holds, all of these territories back, and right there I think I'll even properly guard Russia. I think that's another play right there, guys, to guard Russia, and basically right there there's no chances for the blue player to make a comeback. I think I might even go to finally eliminate the blue player, because the blue player will get the 3rd card. I think that's right. I think I got a blue player, guys, 49 troops, good game, well played blue. Let's go, let's check out your capital. Well, the blue player says thanks right there, guys. I think basically he indicates that he surrenders the game, and right there he'd like to get the 2nd place, so right there it seems like he's even going to eliminate the black and orange players for me right there, guys. As you can see, he moved away from his capital. And while these players already flagged, maybe the blue player doesn't know that, or maybe the blue player still wants to have fun seeing these players getting eliminated before him. So let's go. Right, we're leaving the black player's territory in case the blue player set up a kill guard. There's no kill guard, so let's eliminate the black player from the game, guys. And it seems like I'll have enough troops to eliminate the orange player as well, but before that I have to wait for another turn. So 64 troops by me, let's set up some troops. Now let's add the rest of my main capital. We eliminate the orange player from the game, we get 5 additional cards, 60 troops, let's just simply blitz that Icelandic army for fun, but good game, well played blue, thanks for being such a good ally. And right there I'll just simply take over his last capital, guys, and that'll be a GG. In all honesty, what a nice game.